Welcome in, Lions fans. I'm Kevin Young, Sports Information Director, here with Ryan Ivey, our Director of Athletics. And Ryan, to wrap up that 2014-15 year, 6 conference championships. Football, 2 for women's soccer. Men's basketball winning the conference tournament. Men's indoor and outdoor track and field. Talk about the unprecedented success that A&M Commerce Athletics saw this year.
Yeah, Kevin, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I think that's really what it boils down to. I think when you look at what we were able to do, what our student athletes were able to do, what our coaches were able to do, I mean, it was a heck of a year. It was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it, and I know our fans did. I mean, you're talking about a banner year. I mean, the most championships ever in Lion Athletics history. The next closest was 4 back in 1942. So it's really amazing to see some of the things that our guys and gals were able to do this year. It was certainly a lot of fun to be a part of.
Not only what our guys and gals were able to do on the court, but we'd be remiss if we didn't mention some of the academic success. Just coming out, we had the softball and women's golf had the highest GPAs in the Lone Star Conference. Yes, I have to look down at my cheat sheet to stay up with us. We had 13 LSC all-academic performers, 2 all-LSC Academic Player of the Years, Callie Nett and Dora McCraddock, women's soccer and track and field. And you're saying, as always, we want our kids to have rings and degrees. And if you look at 2015, we saw that happen.
We did, yeah. I mean, that's our big picture goal here at A&M Commerce. We talk about every one of our student athletes that comes to A&M Commerce to leave with a championship ring on one hand and a diploma in the other. And it's really important that our student athletes embody the characteristics of what it takes to be a student athlete. And Judy Sackfield and our folks down at the Academic Center just do a fantastic job of providing the resources our student athletes need to be successful in the classroom. I mean, I tell all of our student athletes at the beginning of the year that if they don't succeed in the classroom here, it's because they didn't give effort. I mean, we have a lot of people here at A&M Commerce that care about the well-being of our student athletes, especially in the classroom. And so it's really been fun to see them succeed in the classroom as well.
We talked about the success of 2014-15 on kind of a local scale, if you will, with the Lone Star Conference. Let's look at it on a regional and national level. Look down, you had 43 all-region student athletes, 2 region student athletes that were Player of the Years, 25 All-American student athletes. Talk about the impact that you had. And that's not even mentioning track going to nationals and competing in 2 different nationals, indoor and outdoor. Women's soccer making it to the Sweet 16. The Lions football team winning in the heart of Texas Bowl. That is Texas, but that's still postseason play.
Yeah, no, I mean that's really important to us. I mean, again, when we talk about it from a holistic standpoint, from an entire department feel, we talk about participating in postseason championships. I mean, when someone looks at our departmental strategic plan, it says in there that each one of our sports is going to participate in a postseason opportunity, once every 4 years, and we're serious about that. That we're going to participate in postseason opportunities, and to see that happen this year, and really in the 2.5 years that we've been here, and really starting to build this foundation and this program up, really was amazing. And again, I mean, just my hats off to our student athletes. I mean, the fact that they have come in and done the things that they've been able to do in a short period of time. Our coaches, and our kids have just done a phenomenal job.
You talked about coaches. We did have one coach win 2 all-region coach of the years, and also another coach won the assistant coach region of the year. But looking back on, you talk about the success, 25 All-Americans in a single season, 7 Lone Star Conference Players of the Year. I know it's a team sport in most of these and things, but that individual success for athletes is at this level, and A&M Commerce has been unprecedented going back to the record books.
Yeah, it has. I mean, again, you talk about the great things that we've done, and again, I think when people look back on this in history, in this year of history in Lion Athletics, I mean, it's going to be a very special year. I mean, we talk about a lot just when we're talking about the Hall of Fame committees and things that we're on and going part of it. A lot of these student athletes that we saw this year are going to be in the Lion Athletics Hall of Fame because of some of the things that they were able to accomplish. And it's just really was amazing. I mean, it really was a historical season for us all, and our student athletes and our coaches deserve a ton of credit.
Talk about historical and things like that. A&M Commerce softball, inaugural season this year. How special was it for you to see those girls to have that opportunity to play for their school, and really the first time? Softball's never been here. Dr. Jones throwing the first pitch, did it underhanded and threw a strike, if my memory serves me right.
Sure did, yeah. No, that was a lot of fun. I mean, again, those are things that when you become administrator and you really get into college athletics that you dream of having the opportunity to do. Again, to be able to start a new program and do it the way that we did it. Again, when you talk about our facility that we have, the John Kane family softball field out there, I mean, just a state-of-the-art facility. It's really fantastic, and watching those girls be able to compete and do something that no one's ever done here before at A&M Commerce. And I think, to me, that's the implication of it. If you look at it, no one previous to 2015 had played softball here at A&M Commerce or East Texas State. And that's special. And again, when we talk about the very first home run of the program, the very first win, the very first strike, the very first strikeout, the very first whatever, everything was first this year for our softball program. And it was really just amazing to watch. I joked with Coach Brewster during the year when he lost that first game. How does it feel to be the losingest coach in Lion Athletics history? Because that's what he is. You know, if you think about it, he's a losingest coach, but he's also the winningest coach. And you don't get to say that at all, you know, unless you start a program. And that's really been the fun part about it this year.
And as far back as we could look and find in the record books, it's one of the only first-year programs to ever make their conference tournament.
Yeah, it made the conference tournament, and to be honest with you, one game away from the NCAA regional. I mean, had we beat Tarleton in the conference tournament, we're in and they're not. I mean, to be in those talks this early, I think people thought we could do it. I know Coach Brewster expected to do it, but I think it took a lot of people by surprise, and really was a lot of fun to watch them play.
We talked about one of the coaches who's been here the shortest. Now let's talk about one of the coaches who's been here the longest, and Sam Walker. Watching his squad do something that hadn't been done here in 10 years, winning 20 games, winning the tournament, making it into the NCAA regional. How much of an excitement ride was that? And teams peaking at the right time. That's the definition of a team peaking at the right time.
Yeah, no, it's fun to watch them really grow together as a team. And again, I mean, when you have a player like Darrell Williams, I mean, he certainly helps the cause on that aspect of it. But to watch them go from the very first game of the year to where they played to where they were playing at the high level that they were at the end of the year, I thought was very special. Again, I mean, I think Coach Walker and Coach Taylor and Jared did a fantastic job this past year, really getting them to come together as a team and knowing what they could do together. I think that was the biggest aspect of it. And, it was a lot of fun. Again, I mean, it goes back to when we talk about the success that we've had. And again, success breeds success. And I firmly believe that if you start off well, then other sports are going to follow. It just sets the tone. And football set the tone for us. Women's soccer came right in with it with 2 championships, and going to the Sweet 16. We went right into basketball, starting basketball season with men's basketball. Their women's basketball team having the year that they've had, again, under a first-year head coach to go 500. I know that's not a lot to be talking about, but from where they were to where they are now, I think head and shoulders above, you know, where they were when Coach Burton took over. And
pulled an really upset in the first round of the tournament, Absolutely. Upsetting Cameron. You had Princess Davis, a freshman All-American.
Yeah. I mean, the future is bright for our women's basketball program. I'm telling you, I can't say enough things about Coach Burton. He's a fantastic person, a fantastic coach. He's a man full of integrity and wants to succeed and wants to do it the right way. And I'm so happy that he's our coach here.
You talked about first and talk about starting things off. Well, the first athletic event of 2014-15 was 98 points in the Lions football route. We talked about national scale. Here we are with good old Coach Kobe Carthel having an interview on the phone on ESPN Sports Center, and that was something that all was a first around here. That football season was special, again, coming back out, making the postseason for the second straight time. What have you seen from him, and what will you think you see with that team this year moving into 15?
Well, I think with Coach Carthel, I mean, he's everything that he said he was going to be during the interview process. I mean, he's been energetic, he's been enthusiastic, he's had a vision and a plan for our program. He's implemented that vision and plan, and he's been able to have success because of it. And I don't think I've told Coach Carthel this several times that if you'd have told me back in 2013 that we were going to win 7 games that first year after coming off 2 1-win seasons, another 2-win season before that, so 4 wins in 3 seasons previous to 2013, I'd have told you you were crazy.
And breaking records along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And what he's been able to do and do it the right way. And I think that's the thing that people don't understand, how much work and effort they've put into making that program to where it is today. I mean, it has been tremendous to watch that program turn around and the success that it's had. And I'm just so happy that people are supporting it, that people are coming out and being a part of it. There's a lot of pride about football now these days. And I can tell you when I first got here, there wasn't that pride. We had that history and that tradition, but we just didn't have that current pride about us, where people were just walking around, wearing the logos, wearing the polos, wearing the shirts, and being proud of where they went to school and where they were from and what they've done. And so, Coach Carthel and that football program has really instilled that pride, and the rest of our department has really just kind of funneled around them and just I mean, it's been a lot of fun.
Speaking of that pride, we were able to host the Lone Star Conference Tournament here in soccer this year. Another stalwart on the staff, Neil Piper, and his crew did a fantastic job, and we hosted an NCAA tournament. That pride was evident when you've got football, cross-country, track and field, packing the stands across the way out there. That soccer team achieved this year. We had Offensive Player of the Year, arguably missed out on the goalkeeper of the year. Coach Piper missed out on the Coach of the year. It very well could have easily won that. What did you see from them last year and just that miracle run? I know you did go with them to Colorado Mons for that Sweet 16 game up in Denver.
Yeah, I think when you watch our soccer team again, I mean, just the preparation that goes into it, I thought that what Coach Piper and Paul Burns, his assistant coach, were able to do was just fantastic. I mean, the game plan, game in and game out, to make sure that they had the best opportunity for our team to be successful, I think it was fantastic. And when we were up in Colorado, Coach Piper and I talked about the game plan coming in, and he told me what they're going to do, and it worked to perfection. I mean, and you're losing PKs, and that's one of those things where it's just really difficult and really just a tough pill to swallow, because we did everything right. Our girls did everything right. Our coaches did everything right, and we just, it's just one of those things where somebody's got to win and somebody has to lose at that point in time. But you hate to see that game in that way, especially our season ending that way. But they did a fantastic job, and again, I think the future is bright for our soccer program. I think Coach Piper has a great idea of what our program can be and what it should be.
We talked about the future, and the future is right now 2015, 2016, 100 seasons of Lion athletics, all but during World War I, when we missed some time in football and men's basketball during that time, but we've been continuous Lion athletics through there. Put it into it as you can, and if you can, historical purpose as moving forward with that 100 seasons and celebrating this year. What are some things that we can tell people, hey, this is a 2014-15 wrap-up, but you might see something in 2015-16.
Yeah, I think the 2015-16 season is going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's going to be a year full of celebration. Our institution just came off and is just wrapping up their 125th year as being an institution. So we're going to continue that celebration. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of different groups coming back and really try to honor the past. And I think that's what it is. When you look at the historical significance of 100 years of athletics, it's not about what we're doing now. It's about what was laid before us. And, with the recent passing of Dr. Harbison and the foundation that she laid with Dr. Hawthorne and things that those folks were able to lay, Dr. Ingram and the things that they've been able to do, all the coaches and the staff previously. I mean, that's what it's about. It's honoring those guys in the right way. And hopefully we're able to do that. I think we'll be able to do that. I'm pretty confident about it. I know our staff is really working hard to make sure that we honor everyone that's stepped foot on this campus to be an administrator, a coach, or student athlete properly. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
I agree with you, and looking forward to 2015-16. But that's a wrap on one of the most successful years in Lion athletics, 6 LSC championships. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in 2015-2016.